Thank you so much to Mr. Eddie for such a brilliant presentation. The information for all of you who has open session panel, please click breakout room 1. To all of speaker open panel, please for joining breakout room 1 in below. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the next speakers. We are honored here to have Mr. Muhammad Nasir bin Masroom from UTE Malaysia. Welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Faiza.
The time yours. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today. How are you, Dr. Misno? Nice to meet you.
Tadi ada di sini, Pak. Mana?
Okay, I'm going to present my papers on media social, psychological disorder, and Islamic intervention. Distinguished organizers and respected colleagues, thank you for to being here, and I'm glad to join this prestigious conference. Okay, I will talk about this topic, and I will divide into few outline: impact of social media, mechanism and pathway, vulnerable groups, Islamic ethic lens, intervention model, and the last one is a recommendation. Okay, this is a cutting paper from Malaysian newspaper. Indicate that 93% of internet users active on social media, and which is a huge of number. You can see on the screen. As much as 99% social media users use smartphone to communicate, and 93% are active on social media. From this cutting paper, we can gain some information that the numbers of users in of internet in Malaysia alone is very huge and broad. And this issue is not new globally, I think. And in Malaysian context, we have this kind of the issues, and you can see there, Malaysia at second place in this world that use the most user on media social. Okay, and I will continue my speech on let me understand how media social and psychological impact can be related. In general, we can divide the media social user into two categories. First, active user who are just posting and messaging and actively use the media social, and the second part is a passive user who are scrolling, observing, reading. Compared with the first user, very active, and the second user, passive. They just use media social in order to get some information. They're observing. There are no such response. They are just reading. Importantly, experimental and meta-analysis data shows that limiting social media use can reduce depressive symptom and loneliness, and then can strengthen the case of practical boundary setting. Meaning that if we can reduce our using social media, it can reduce some kind of depressive symptom and loneliness. Okay, now we are going to understand how media social influence our psychology and emotion. First of all, when we use the media social and we involve in such as we likes, share, and comments, this kind of the behavior can be reinforcement force, meaning that when we involve in this kind of behavior, it is similar to make our behavior can be reinforced by time to time. As so we go to the involved in the addiction, ketagihan, we have to addiction to likes, to share, to comments, and yet when we're doing this every day, so it is become more reinforce our behavior. A second one, when we use media social, in general, we involve in what we call social comparison. When we read our friends posting about his achievement, his wealth, his happiness, so immediately we have a tendency to compare our social life with our friends. So this kind of the make what we call the FOMO, fear of missing out, and we try to gain information as possible. We can reach the information, and unfortunately, malangnya, the FOMO, the fear of missing out, is empirically linked with anxiety, compulsive checking, and problematic use. Meaning that we are eager. We don't want to be left behind to enriching to gain the information. Okay, then this kind of the behavior make we more addict to use the social media. And number three, the information pollution, as mentioned by Dr. Vivi just now. And there are many information on the net, and from we at a certain stage we cannot identify which true or false information, because there are a lot of information there. Number four, cyberbullying and relationship harms. And when we use social media, we have tendency to involve whether we are as a victim or the someone or bully other people's, with the comment, with the harsh comment, with the negative comment, we try to make ourselves superior. So cyberbullying is one of the potential. Number five, sleep disturbance. Using of media social can disturb your sleeping. Late night screen exposure suppress our melatonin, and let some kind of disturbance our sleeping quality. And the last one is attention fragmentation. When we use media social, if we don't realize that actually we are looking for intention, or maybe someone looking for attract another people to like, share. Actually, we are looking for intention. With this kind of the mechanism, we can get some kind of conclusion that how media social can influence, can give bad impact to our social and psychological well-being. And next, this is vulnerable groups. The person or the group of people who are affected with the social media, okay, such as adolescent and young who are pre-existing mood anxiety disorder, even though content creator, and the last one is marginalized group. Okay? So this group have a very high risk to get the bad impact of media social. And then we talk about the Islamic lens and intervention. Islam provides a holistic frame that integrates between iman, ibadah, akhlaq, and the purification of soul, tazkiyatun nafs. Okay. The foundation principle that we have to behold when we use the media social, first, we have to verify the information. Tabayun. Let me read verse from Al-Quran. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu in ja'akum fasiqun binaba'in fatabayyanu. You have to verify any information that you gather from the media social. Second one, when we use the media social, we have to use in moderate and balance, or wasatiyah. And number three, when we use media social, we have to still remember that this kind of the opportunity that we use came from Allah SWT. So we have to still remember that Allah are watching us. Whatever we are doing, He watches. Wherever what we see, we watch, Allah are watching us. Number four, accountability or muraqabah, meaning Muslims are accountable for sensory and cognitive action. As mentioned in Al-Quran, Inna sam'a wal basara wal fu'ada kullu ulaika kana anhu mas'ula. Everything that we hear, we look, we watch, even our intention, ni'at, fu'ad, being a question, will be questioned. Meaning Allah will ask us, whatever we see, we hear, our intention, all this being accountable. And then Islam teaches us to living whatever does not concern to ourselves. Min husnil Islam al-mar'i tarkuhu ma la ya'ni. As mentioned by Prophet Muhammad SAW, left everything that not concerned with you. Okay? And we can also divide the intervention into three levels: individual practices, and family and community, and the government, institutional or policy makers. For the individual, we have to get some kind of the practices, such as the niyyah, the intention, why we use this kind of the media social. What for? For da'wah, for leisure, for spreading fitnah, okay, false news. So this kind of the niyyah is number one. And setting explicit intention for digital engagement and apply structure times limits. And the study shows that limiting usage of a media social can reduce depression and loneliness. Zikir, and one of the strategies to what we call digital fasting, saum, puasa, digital fasting.
Digital fatigue is a short-term absenteeism, disrupt the enforcement cycle and reduce negative effect. Meaning that we hold, we fast, and kita berpuasa from use the media social, overuse. Don't be overused, and we try to strain ourselves, puasakan diri kita from this kind of the behavior. So this is a good practices to be done. And as a family, we need to develop what we call the good environment in our family. And nowadays, when we want to take our dinner, our lunch, on side of our hand, we hold the phone, and the other hand feeding our mouth, makan, and at the same time we are looking at the smartphone. We try to create the environment, the good environment. We can ask our kids, our family members, and to focus on meals, and we can have a good conversation during the meal. Same goes when we go to sleep. Before we sleep, we take maybe 1 hour to scroll the media social, and this kind of the behavior can distract our quality of sleeping. And as a government or policymaker, we have our responsibility to introduce the policies, the guidance, the rules, the enforcement, to stop or to reduce the over usage of media social. And as a recommendation, I think we can start with what kind of the assessment, formulations, educations. Okay, as we try to limit the session, even the notification. When we got the message from WhatsApp, for example, we got the notification from Shopee, from TikTok. Maybe you need to disable the notification that might disturb or distract our focus in our daily life. So reduce, disable the notification, limit usage of a session. So this recommendation. And same goes with we can what we call creator feeds. Every time the news, every time the new message pop up, we can curate the feeds, disable this kind of the things. Meaning that we not tie ourselves to the such a notification, news feed. If you are like of, for example, YouTube, you don't need to click the locheng, the ring bell to notify you the news feeds come. And number 3, as I mentioned, digital fasting. Stop from the usage of media social at a certain time, and we allocate at a certain time that we can use. And the last one.
Excuse me, Mr. Nasir. Sorry for interrupting you. There's 2 minutes left for your presentation.
Yes, thank you. Then the last one is integrate spiritual care, meaning that we make a dua to Allah SWT to help us to eliminate this kind of the addiction, this kind of the bad behavior in using of the media social. So I can conclude that social media can amplify knowledge, solidarity, services, dakwah. However, it can be fragment attention and disturb our well-being when it misused.
or overuse. So Islam guides us towards verification, moderation, remembers, and make a dua. Let us see from false information, from the fitna. So this, I think, hope can be much better. And thank you again for inviting me. Allahumma inna nas'aluka ilman nafi'a wa amalan saha wa qalban khashi'a. Amin. Thank you, Miss Faizah. Back to you.
Okay, you're welcome. My pleasure, Mr.
Dr.
Nasir, for
Masroom.
such insightful presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, are you still excited and organized? It's raining heavily here. What about there? Okay,